What we're seeing with our customers as they start evolving their digital channels and trying to use different products and solutions to be able to mitigate risk and be more predictive and more proactive as opposed to passive signals. What we're seeing is that they're moving our types of technology that we have today earlier in the stack, which also means we become more mission critical. So what we're seeing is our customers are looking at their technology partners, making sure that they deliver on the experience, even more so than preventing the fraud. Because in the past, you used passive signals and data elements, which we're not asking someone to have some friction. And I think because we've evolved as people, we expect different things as consumers. All of us are consumers. And so if you start thinking about how you use your applications from flying, or you change your seat or something along those lines, you actually expect to be able to have the power and the ability to do whatever types of transactions. Our financial institutions are seeing the same thing. The expectations are, how do I get access to funds? How do I get access to products and solutions? And what's going on from there is that customers today are going through digital channels and other means to be able to actually sign up for products and solutions. In the past, you'd go to the branch and you'd go through that process, and it was more of a physical aspect. And so what we're seeing is, how do we cross digital and physical? And how do we have this experience that's similar across product lines and solutions with our financial institutions? Which means that they have to keep looking for means to be able to prevent against fraud and be more active. The biggest example is one of our top 4 customers is moving to the branch. At the branch level, they're actually going to use something like the TSA pre-check, right? You take your driver's license, take a selfie. And most folks would not take a selfie in that environment. Most folks would sit there and say, well, the person in front of me actually knows who they are. They can look at the driver's license. But because of some sanctions that have come through for some banks, being able to take that element out of the teller and using technology, we're starting to see that technology is replacing that. They don't have the expertise. They don't know the individual like they used to in the past. And so now we're looking at how to use technology to be more consistent, have more consistent experience, regardless of channel, digitally or in person. And how do we make sure that we're doing high assurance of that individual? Because once they're in the organization, they have the means to be able to do a lot more within the bank.